promise. So let your yes be yes and your no be no. The Lord told you anything more than that is evil. That means it's yes be if you're either gonna do it or you're not. All that you don't gotta do all that. All that I swear to God, that's not gonna make me believe you because you said that. You know how many niggas I've been around in my life that say they swear to God and I knew they were lying? I ain't talking about they lying to me, I'm talking about lying to somebody else. That don't mean nothing to me because you say, I swear to God. What that mean to me? I'm supposed to believe you? You that gullible? You might be. Y'all young. Y'all don't know better. What's up, young man?
You can't marry your brother's wife because is it like gay?
No, it's not that it's gay. It's just not proper. If your brother was married to a woman, like, why would you want to be with a woman your brother been with? Just on general principle, no word involved. That's weird. We're not talking about a friend. We're talking about your blood brother. Meaning, would you want to be married to a woman Christian was married to? I would hope so. My boy said no. I want my own wife. Yeah.
The brother died.
That's if they died and he had no children. And that's just to keep his name so his name's not blotted out from it. See, if a man dies and he has no sons, then his name is extinguished in the earth. It was as if he never existed. Because sons keep a man's bloodline going. See, daughters can't keep a man's bloodline going. Because you have another man's children. So a man gives you his seed, and then you have his children. Those children that you have from your husband aren't your father's children. That's the man you're married to's children. So that doesn't keep his bloodline going. That keeps your husband's father's bloodline going. But if a man has sons and he has sons, then he keeps his father's bloodline going, which would be your grandfather. And then your great grandfather and your great great grandfather, and so on and so forth. That keeps their bloodline going. See, if I didn't have a son, it wouldn't matter because my brothers have sons. So my father's bloodline would continue, but mine wouldn't. Yeah, that's how you swear. That's how you swear. When you see every time you read in the text and you say Yahuah said, "As I live," that's actually swearing. That's him making the oath on his own name. Like when you read in Hebrews, he said because he couldn't swear by it. Let's just look at it. Because I done read this here. Hebrews chapter 6. Y'all bear with me. Tomorrow I'll probably go more in depth, but I'm trying to keep them engaged because it's late so they don't act up. So I ain't got to elbow drop one of these young niggas anymore. Come over here to Hebrews chapter 6. Verse 13, and then Ezekiel 20 came to my mind immediately, and I can read you Ezekiel 20, Brother Marvin, where you can see that verbiage being used. And then I'll read to them Matthew 5 about the oath. You didn't talk to them about that before? Oaths. For when Elohim made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessing I will bless you, and multiplying I will multiply you. And so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. I don't know what y'all got going on, but y'all need to chill it on out. Hebrews 6 and 13. This is verse 16. For men truly swear by the greater, and an oath for confirmation is the end of all strife. Wherein Elohim willing more abundantly to show unto the heirs the promise of the immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath, that by two immutable things, in which it is impossible for Elohim to lie, we might have a strong consolation who have fled for refuge to lay upon the hope set before us. Because you know what it say in Numbers, you know what I'm saying? Elohim that is not a man that he should lie, nor the son of a man that he should repent. If he said it, shall he not do it? Ezekiel 20 and 38. Dwayne Jamal. I need to get back on task, but bear with me. What time it is? 9:30. I got to wrap this up. What's your time like line look like? What you got going? All right, I can stretch that out. No, I'm trying to be easy with that, and so you can get over there in the timely fashion. I said 38. It ain't 38. It's 32. Ezekiel 20 and 32. And that which come into your mind shall not be at all that you say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries to serve wood and stone. Now they put the as, but it's I live, saith Yahuah. Elohim, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. So when you see that I live, that's him swearing on his name. Do y'all recall what it says in Deuteronomy 32 with that? Come over here to Deuteronomy 32. 32 and 39. After that, Daniel 12. No, for sure. But I got this for the churn and for anybody else who may not be familiar with that. Deuteronomy 32, man. 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to Shamahim and say, I live forever. So when you hear him say, I live, he's swearing on his life. When they say swearing on his life, he's making an oath on his life. And we know that Yahuah live forever. You understand? So when you take a look at that, what that's being said, actual swearing or actual oath is oaths on his life. You dig? That's a serious matter. You know what I'm talking about? Come over here to what I just said, man. Daniel 12. And 7, I believe. If I can get around man. Because ain't nothing. God damn. You ain't got nothing in here to talk about, blood. Nothing. I ain't talking about how I talked to y'all when y'all were younger, boy. I'm not gonna tolerate it. Because y'all in there, you've been getting the instructions y'all been getting, and now these feast days coming, y'all gonna come in here, man. Boy, you gonna respect me, boy. I'm gonna render some consequences. And I'm gonna let my wrath be known. And I'm not gonna play with you. Now I ain't saying that to embarrass you, because I know you just was chattering. I'm trying to get you a pass. I'm letting all y'all know. Don't disrespect me. You're not going to sit in here and have no mindless banter. I ain't with it. I ain't going to allow it. It's disrespectful to me. It's disrespectful to the people listening. It's disrespectful to God. It's disrespectful to people on the stream. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. I don't give a damn what you do in school. I don't give a damn if your teachers let you talk in their classroom. You're not going to talk in mine, though. And I mean that. And I can show you better than I can tell you. And I'll let y'all niggas know, don't play with me, because I'm not to be played with. You can play with yourself. You can play with your toys. Play with Nintendo, nigga. Don't play with me. I don't tolerate disrespect. And I gave y'all passes because y'all were younger. Y'all not younger no more. How old you is, boy? How old you is? So you can control yourself. How old you is now, Malia? You know what I'm saying? You can control yourself. How old you is? You can control yourself. How old you is? You don't know how old you are, Stan? Yeah, you control yourself. Oh, you want to get in on this month, man? How old you is? You can control yourself. How old you is, son? You can control yourself. Because I bet y'all go in school and sit there and you let a white person tell you be quiet and you sit there with your mouth closed. I've known some of you your entire life. Some of you niggas I changed your doodle behind. Just like Avon Barksdale said, I want my corners. I want my goddamn respect. You can give it to me, or I can beat it out you. And you laugh. But I'm not. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. Daniel 12 and 5. Then I, Daniel, looked, and behold, there stood other two, the one on this side, the other side of the bank of the river, and on the other that side of the bank of the river. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swear by him that lived forever, that it shall be for a time, a times, and a half. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the Kadash people, all these things shall be accomplished. That boy, that dear stupid. Listen, times, and a half. What that mean?
3.5.
All right now. What that mean, boy? Yeah, my man. But you see what he just said, everybody? He said he lifted up his right hand and his left hand and swore to him and to heaven and swear by him that live forever. You know what I'm talking about? So this particular man, which was actually an angel. See, sometimes children, you'll see where it says a man and it would be referring to an angel, because an angel will look like a man to you. Huh? Yes, ma'am.
Are angels people who have died?
No, they are not. People who have died are at the cemetery. Or if they got cremated, they just whispers in the wind. An angel, I'll read it for you. Hold on. Let me give y'all this definition of the word swear. What made you ask that, Malia? Somebody told you that before, or that's just something you thought about?
When you said the word angel, I wanted to ask what that word.
What it means? Well, the Hebrew word for angel is malakim, or malik. That means a messenger. So an angel, by definition, is somebody who comes and brings a message. Or they're protectors, or they're servants, and they're protectors of those who inherit salvation. So now this is something now, then I can pull the verse out for y'all to see this here, right? Because I ain't gonna be able to get on all the way where I got to. Yes. There ain't no such thing as a guardian angel. Crackers made that up. I'll read to you what it is. There's no such thing as a guardian angel. They are servants to the heirs of salvation. So I don't want you to pick up on Western society ways of communicating things. Nobody has a guardian angel. Nevertheless, and I'll read it to you in Kings in a moment, there can be angels in this room right now, but your eyes can't see them. You understand? And what I mean by that is if you have been born of the word and you've received the spirit and God is in you and you are in God, then angels are with you because their job is to be servants to those who will live forever. That's their job. That's what angels are for. Their job is to be servants to the heirs of salvation and to bring messages. That's their job. That's exactly what they were created for. He says his angels are flames of fire. So angels can't be dead people because dead people aren't flames of fire, because angels aren't flesh and blood. And they were never flesh and blood. They were never that. Swear is Shabbat, Shan, Bat, and Ayin is to swear, to adjure, or to take an oath. Now I want you to come to Matthew since I mentioned that, and then I'll read you that about what angels are. Matthew chapter 5. Yes, Sister Jean, it's a lot of stuff, and that's not the children's fault, because, there's grown people that think you got a guardian angel. You know what I'm saying? Or people think you got an evil angel on this shoulder and a good angel, and all that stuff made up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm referring to a story in Kings where there was a battle going to be down, and there were angels there, and Elisha prayed like, hey, I'm going to pull back this curtain so you can see. And it was angels around the entire camp. You know what I'm saying? Or you take the instance of with Balaam and the donkey, where the angel was standing in the way with the sword. Balaam couldn't see it. The donkey could. This is where you get the story like when Daniel got the vision from Gabriel, and the men around him did not hear or see what he saw. The same way that you see the same thing with Saul. With Paul. You know what I'm saying? That these people couldn't hear and see what he saw. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if something like that was to happen in these days and times, somebody gonna think you probably crazy, or they're gonna think you schizophrenic, or they're gonna think you high. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a level of a spiritual plane that your eyes can't see. You know what I'm saying? But angels be moving and grooving. It's the same way when you seen Jacob and he seen angels ascending and descending from heaven. Yahuah opened his eyes so he could see that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have been sitting right there with him who was not of God and not saw that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that to be true because I had that occur in 2012, so I know that's a real deal. You know what I'm talking about? That's another story for another day. But let's go to Matthew 5. Matthew 5 and 33. Say, wouldn't that apply to the fallen angels as well? I ask because people seem to think fallen angels gave up that spiritual body. Yeah, I mean, because they're not inhabitants of man, you know what I'm saying? They just spirits moving to him, you know what I'm saying? Sliding and gliding. But angels can appear as a man to us. So you know what I'm saying? So like y'all familiar with the two homosexuals? Well, it was more than two. You know them homosexuals that came to the two angels that was at Lot House?
Yes.
Everybody thought those angels were regular men. They didn't know that they were angels. This is why Hebrews 13 said to be careful to entertain strangers. That's why you should never be rude, foul, or anything of the sort to somebody you don't know. Because you could be dealing with an angel, and that's going to be a foul mark on your record. And I'm going to tell you, an angel ain't never no woman, because you can't read that in the book. They men. Every time you see an angel pop up, it's a man. And I'm not saying that because I don't want it to be a woman. It's because I can't read that. So I can't make it be something that I cannot read just because I want it to be that. I know some people like, I've seen a female angel. That's your business. I'm just telling you this book don't say that. And if you want to say that your experience is going to go against what the word lay, then I'm going to tell you to take that up between you and God, because I'm not here to argue nobody about their experience. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to argue that. You very well may have seen an angel. Who that angel worked for, I don't know. No, that's something I learned at an early age, man. Y'all have mercy on the soul. When Big Cud told me he knew a dude who died, and he said he sold his soul to the devil so he could come back. Who am I to tell that man what he saw? I wasn't with it. Know what I'm talking about? I don't know what you seen. I gotta take your word for that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you don't try to do is argue or debate with people about what they say their experiences with God is. You just have to let that be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you know that what they're describing don't line up with the word, then you just keep that to yourself and keep it pushing and let that stuff play out how it play out. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't here to argue. Oh, she seen Satan and she seen Satan in hell tormenting Biggie. Now you know what the words say. So we know according to the word, Satan ain't in hell tormenting nobody. You know what I'm saying? You seen something. I don't know what you seen, but you know what I'm saying? But I know the word don't say what you said. Because Satan ain't even in here. You know what I'm talking about? He to and fro in the earth. Look at whom he may devour. That's what he doing. Because, you know, a lot of people believe that. Because that's what people come in and they be like, oh, you telling people their ancestors are demons. And this, that, and the third. Because people say that because they know if they be like, oh, if you see somebody who died come to you, that's not them, that's the demon. You know what I'm saying? But I would say that it's here. Word-wise, you don't see demons masquerading as dead people. You know what I'm saying? 99.9% of the time, in my personal opinion, that's just your subconscious wanting comfort in seeing these people. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, yeah, my dead grandma such and such came to me in my dreams or whatever the case may be. I mean, depending on how, you know, you care about them people, but that's in your subconscious. That's why you seeing them people and you want some level of comfort, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you was awake and you seen a dead nigga, that's different. I don't know what you seen, but I know I'm going to get the hell on. I'm telling you right now. I'm talking about you sleep. I ain't got nothing to say nothing about you dreaming about no dead relative. But boy, you woke and you know you woke and you ain't on no drugs. Listen, man, if I was in the house, boy, and all of a sudden I seen my mama pop up in the living room, she gonna be in there by herself. Cause I'm not gonna stay in there with her. I'm not gonna converse or nothing, nigga. This ain't right. Well, I'm gone, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, I'm gone, boy. I don't know who you is. I'm gone, boy. I mean that for my soul, boy. I'm not finna sit in there with that. I'm not, man. Look here. That's how niggas get got. They say your curiosity killed a cat. I'm not finna sit in there with that. No, not woke. You see, you dreaming. That's a dream. I ain't here to go back and forth with you about that. Wide awake, dude. You just sitting there watching TV and your dead granddaddy pop in the living room. You finna talk to this nigga? I'm gone. Because I don't know what you here for. You might be coming to take me with you. I don't know where you came from, and I ain't trying to find out. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gone, boy. I'm talking about this here. Barefoot and everything, nigga. I could be butt naked. They gonna take up on PCP. I'm gonna get up out of there, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Run. I'm talking about, why is this big black nigga naked? Don't worry about it. Go in that house and see. I bet you run up out of there too. Nigga lying to me. Huh? Call somebody. Call Ghostbusters or something, boy. I'm gone, boy. I mean that. I ain't sitting there with that. Matthew 5:33. I know it sounds funny, but I'm serious about that. I ain't saying that with that. I'm gonna be spooked. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, boy. Again, you have heard that it has been said to them of old time, you shall forswear yourself, but you shall perform unto Yahuah your oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all. Neither by Shamahim, for it is Elohim's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shall you swear by your head, because you cannot make one hair white or black. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever more than these come of evil. Meaning, man, if you swear an oath, you got to keep your word. See, let me tell y'all something, right? I told you this plenty of times. It's a lot of people who've gotten married. And they take vows. You know what a vow is, right? That's an oath. That's a votive promise. You volunteered this promise. Well, you violate them promises, boy, God gonna come see you because you got to pay on that. Because an oath is voluntary. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you did that. And you didn't keep it. What he just told you, man. Solomon told you it's better for you to not swear than to swear and not pay. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to pay. Whatever they tell, but you owe Frankie. No, he said you owe Pookie. You owe. Not necessarily. It's just gonna show you a covenant breaker, or more. You're a liar. You're a liar. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you when a few ladies, when I first jumped on Clubhouse, they used to get mad. They used to get mad with me. They were like, "You didn't say vows when you got married." I was like, "No." I said, "My wife didn't either." I said, "What we need to say to vow for? Why do I need to vow I'm not going to commit adultery on you when this already the standard that our God laid out for me not to do? Why do I need to promise you that? I don't need to promise you that. I don't need to do none of that. Then the vow be made up. Then again, you can make your own vows. Let's just be clear on that. People just reciting vows that somebody else gave. You can make your own vows. You ain't got to follow those. You know what I'm saying? But boy, if you ain't keep them, if that man say till death do us part and you slid before he died, guess what you ain't do? You didn't keep your word. Now, unless this man was beating on you, you know what I'm saying? Or he was a philanderer where you had justification of leaving, you know what I'm talking about? But people just leave because I don't like this nigga no more. It's a lot of people going to be upset when God pull up on them and be like, yeah, boy, these books open, you going to hell. What I'm going to hell for? You remember when you made this promise right here and you ain't keep it? Yeah, you gone. Because he said no liar will tarry in his sight. That's what he said in Psalms 101. That man said anybody who loveth and maketh a lie can't enter into his city. See, we think lies is just blatant deception. But boy, that's saying one thing and doing another. And we don't consider that only because nobody tells us that. You know what I'm saying? For you to consider. I ain't saying you can do whatever you want, but you got to consider. He said, what are you supposed to say when you get married? Can I ask what you and your spouse said on the wedding day? Not a word. You ain't supposed to say nothing. Because that's not how our forefathers got married. This is how your forefathers got married. This is how your ancestors got married. You and that man got betrothed, whether y'all made an agreement in between yourselves or your family did it. Usually at that time, it would be the family. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, if you take, say, like with Samson seen a woman and told his daddy, I want her. I want to marry her. And then his daddy went and handled that. You know what I'm saying? Once you are betrothed to this man and y'all agreed, biblically, in the land of Israel, you are married. That's why it says if a man lay with a woman who's betrothed, he's committed adultery. Now, what we would say in this time is you are engaged. You know what I'm saying? Once you and a man have agreed to be married, that is your husband. Ain't no boyfriend and girlfriend, ain't no fiance, they ain't do none of that. That's your husband. You know what I'm talking about? So then you go through however long the period of the betrothal is, whatever the dowry agreement was, then you have the wedding feast, and then you go into the wedding chamber and you're married. Meaning that it's complete. The process is complete. But as far as vows, that's not a Hebrew thing. That's not an Israelite thing. That's not something that they did. Vows is something that white folks did. Yes, because they came up with that. Do you? No, you don't. Quite optional. Pretty much everybody in here didn't have one. Your daddy didn't have one. Mr. Stanley didn't have one. Johnny had one though. Mr. Darius didn't have one. Mr. Dwight didn't have one. Mr. Glover didn't have one either. Because it's expensive. Hmm? Who had a wedding? I was there.
She said, we did. It was small. She said,
So you think about the actual wedding is what me and your auntie had.
What?
A party. A wedding feast. That's what it's called. A party. Everybody comes together with food and wine. Peace, Brother Omar. And they have a party. Now, in America, how they do it is most people get a venue, could be a church, could be a hotel, or like y'all weren't there. That's why I didn't mention it, because y'all weren't there. Or what Mr. Civic and Miss Michael did, had one on the beach. But all that really was is they had the ceremony outside. It really wasn't a wedding. It was a wedding, but it wasn't a wedding. You know what I'm saying? Because a wedding is a whole bunch of people watching you and this person be joined together, and then they go eat and drink and have a good time and give you gifts and leave. It's expensive. It's very expensive. Ask someone to do it. Technically, in America, if you was to get married, your daddy was supposed to pay for it. That's the custom in America. The father of the bride is supposed to pay for the wedding. Man, whoever got the money to pay for it, to be honest with you, baby. You know what I'm saying? If the father of the bride ain't paying for it, the husband paying for it. It's whoever gonna put the money up. Who got the money? Your daddy got the money? So he paying for it. I heard that thing. Oh yeah, Derek said he was outside at the river. So I mean, vows are optional though, Crystal. That's something that you have to decide for yourself. That's right. Banquet hall. That's something you have to decide for yourself if that's something that you want to do. It's not mandatory. That's I said, that's a Western custom. Because in the East, they don't do that. Yeah, they don't make vows in the East. Riverdale. Katrina say Riverdale. Yeah. That's one thing my dad said he would never do, pay for an expensive wedding. He told me that I'd rather give you the money for a house. Your daddy a real nigga. Katrina said, and it was free. I mean, because it's expensive. I mean, and you ain't got to invite a lot of people, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to say 50 to 100 people, man, that junk definitely gonna get you in that $10,000 to $20,000 range. Because honestly, the most expensive thing you're paying for is the venue and the food. Even more if you're trying to have alcohol. Yeah, it's expensive, man. It ain't cheap. But yeah, vows are optional. That's not something you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Are all weddings over $99? Baby, the marriage license is $99. Yeah, you're gonna pay $99 for that. You're gonna pay $100 just for the people at the courthouse to marry you. If you're trying to go the free route, you're gonna pay that $100 now. I ain't pay $120. They ain't give me nothing, nigga. Somebody hit you for an extra 30 cash. They hit you for, they put that money in their pocket. Woo! Psalms 104, man. Here you go, Malia. This is where the angel is. Yeah, that's all optional. People ask a lot of things, man. I ain't. It's not my job to tell you what to do. That's your wedding. You can do it how you want. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Shoot. How many weddings I done did? About 4. All I did was do what they asked me. Ain't none of them niggas paid me but one. That nigga ain't in the word. None of you niggas paid me. Bastards. Damn sure did. Let a sinner do y'all do you niggas. That nigga paid well too. I ain't even have to ask for it. God damn it. Nah, man, bump that joint, Nick. Not for real, man. Yeah, part of the job description say I'm supposed to get paid, nigga. When you niggas die, I want my check before you hit the grave, nigga. Need to clear. I'm just kind of, man. But all jokes aside, well, a lot of them Christian people, boy, them niggas charge to host it and do it. Ain't it, who you telling? That's a wild. That be the wildest thing to me, man. It don't matter. I put a lien on that nigga. He owed me. He owed me. Hold on, man. That ain't where I want it. Hold on. No, I'm broke. I need mine. Psalms 104. Verse 4, Malia. This is what it say. He said he make his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. So that's what an angel is. It's a minister ministering. His ministers a flame of fire. A minister is a servant. Yeah, I can. Who I married? I married Nail brother. I married this nigga right here. I married Doris and Civic. I think that's it. That's somebody else, but I can't remember who it was. Or I might just be tripping. So what? What's that? I think 3 that I can remember. No, I officiated their wedding. That means I'm the nigga that signed the marriage certificate that make your marriage legal. Ministers this is the Hebrew word, it is sharah. It means to serve, to minister to serve. So that's what a servant is, a minister. A minister is a servant. So that means that angels work for man. Their job is to serve you in the capacity that Yahuah tell them to serve you. See, I serve y'all every week. Sell fresh packs. You know what I'm saying? 28 and the 400. Never no water whip. Huh? You heard what I said.
What does that mean?
What you mean? Mr. Stanley been serving y'all.
We don't get it. I don't get it.
You think serving you got to do something with some pound cake, son? Come over here to 2 Kings, bro. Mm-hmm. Let him be your servant. Absolutely. I can't hear you. Yeah, I ain't got there yet. 2 Kings chapter 2. Nah, that ain't what I want. Yeah, I mean, when you in a superior position, God would prefer you to humble yourself and be a servant to those who are in a lesser position. So because angels are in a greater position because they're created from God, their job is to serve he who is made in the image of God, which is man. That's their job. That's what they do. Hold on, man. I'm trying to find what I want. 2 Kings 2 wasn't what I want. Chapter 2 wasn't what I want. You say you did music and sound for someone's wedding. You think you got paid like $50, but it could have been less. I'm trying to remember. I think Nail Brother gave me like $100. Hold on, y'all. I can't remember where that junk at, man. What that when Alicia pulled that back and they could see them doggone angels out there.
Oh, that's 2 Kings 6.
Yeah, that's what it was. Come over here, 2 Kings 6. I roll right past it too. Second Kings 6, y'all, about verse 13. Now, this is about they finna get ready to go to war with the Assyrians. He said, "Go and spy where he is, and I may send and fetch him." And he was told him, saying, "Behold, he is in Dothan." Therefore he sent thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of Elohim was risen early and gone forth, behold, a host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And the servant said unto him, "Alas, my master, what shall we do?" He answered, "Fear not, for they be with us are more than they that be with them." And Elisha prayed and said, "Yahuah, I pray you, open his eyes that he may see." And Yahuah opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto Yahuah, said, "Smite this people, I pray you, with blindness." And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. So what you seen, you say you see judges get 400 per wedding daily. Yeah, judges get paid more because, well, you know, justice of the peace. That's a part of the fees that you pay the courthouse for all that stuff. Them people get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people ain't working for free. You know what I'm talking about? But you seen that? That's Psalms 104:4. That it say he made his angels minister his spirits. I regret to say it wrong. But what you just read, see, y'all joking and playing. Somebody want to get an uppercut. In that instance, the man of God's servant seen all the horses and chariots and armies of the Assyrians, but Elisha knew that there were angels there. And that's why he said those that be with us are greater than those that are with them. And he prayed God to open his eyes so that this man could see that there were angels all about the camp ready to kill all them people. Like I said, it can be angels in this room and you wouldn't know it. You know what I'm saying? You could be riding down the street and the angel could be there because that's their job. Let me read you Psalms 91 and then I'll read Psalms 104 again. Well, I just opened where Psalms 104 is at to repeat that. Psalms 104 and 4 says, he make his angel spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. Psalms 91. This is the verse that Satan quoted to the Lord to get him to tempt God. This is Psalms 91 and 10. There shall no evil befall you, neither shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. They shall bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against the stone. Take charge over you is to watch over you, to keep is to guard you. So that's where people get guardian angel from, because the Hebrew word for keep means to guard. It's shamar, it means to guard. Yes, I mean if you are born again of the word and you are of Yahuah and Yahuah is with you, the angels are there to protect you from danger. You know what I'm saying? That's their job. But you ain't supposed to do stuff to tempt the angel to see if they're going to save you. That's what Satan was asking Yahushua to do. Like you ain't supposed to get on the top of the house and jump off and be like, let me see if this angel will